नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपाप प्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनतं नमामि हरिं परम् नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हरे रामेति कृष्णेति नाम संकीर्तनं सदा लोकक्षेमाय कुर्वन्तं प्रेमिकं सद्गुरुं भजे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे गोपिका जीवन स्मरणम्.
Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. So, Hare Krishna Ankita. So today we'll continue our discussion on this topic of remembering the lotus feet of the Lord, Smarana. Yesterday we discussed the Navavida Bhakti, the different limbs of Navavida Bhakti, right? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Among all these 9 limbs of Bhakti, Smaranam is the most important thing. All other limbs of Bhakti have to culminate in Smarana. If I am doing Shravanam, the goal should be to remember the Lord. If I am doing Kirtanam, if I am singing a bhajan, if I am singing a Kirtan, the goal should be to remember the Lord. If I am doing Archanam, the goal should be to remember the Lord. If I am doing Padasevanam, some service in the temple, okay, cooking, cleaning the temple, serving prasad to the devotees, the goal should be to remember the Lord. If I am offering prayers, vandanam, if I am offering obeisances, sashtanga namaskar, prostrated obeisances, or if it is ladies, panchanga namaskar. For men it is ashtanga namaskar, for women it is panchanga namaskar. The goal should be to remember the Lord. So all the other 8 limbs have to culminate in smarana. And that is what Kulashekar Alvar has been asking for in the shlokas 3, 4, 5, 6. In all these shlokas, this is the one thing that Kulashekar Alvar asks. May I always remember your lotus feet, O Mukunda.
Prabhuji, one quick question. Like a dhyanam, smaranam, రెండిట్లో difference ఏంటి? What is the difference of both, Prabhuji? Dhyanam, smaranam.
Yeah. So, dhyanam and smaranam both are same. Dhyanam is in the language of Ashtanga Yoga. In Ashtanga Yoga, there are 8 limbs of yogic processes. Starts with yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi. So it starts with yama and niyama, rules and regulations. Yama are like do's and don'ts. Okay? You follow the rules and regulations of Ashtanga Yoga process. This is the basic, beginning level. And then asanas, different yogic postures given by Patanjali. And then pranayama, pratyahara. Pratyahara, pranayama, everybody knows. Pratyahara is limiting the intake of food, limiting the intake of water, limiting the intake of even air also. Okay? So pratyahara. Then dharana. dhyana, samadhi. So dhyana is like meditation, which is similar to smarana. Smarana is also meditation on the Lord. Yeah. So dhyana is basically in the Ashtanga Yoga language.
So it is like seeing the God picture is a smarana, Prabhuji?
Yeah. If you are remembering a picture of God, if you are remembering the deity in the temple, if you are remembering anything that's belonging to the Lord, it can be a devotee of the Lord. You know, once somebody asked this question to Srila Prabhupada, that Srila Prabhupada, if I remember you at the time of death, instead of Krishna, if I remember you at the time of death, will I go back to Godhead? Will I go back to spiritual world? Prabhupada said yes. If somebody remembers God or anything that is belonging to God, any devotee of God, that is also equal to remembering the Lord. Radhanath Swami Maharaj gives a very beautiful explanation to this. He says, loving God means, or love for God means three things. One, loving God. Second thing, loving those who are trying to love God. Third one, loving those who God loves. That means pure devotees. The Lord always loves pure devotees. That is the third category. First category is directly loving the Lord. That's our motivation, right? In the beginning stage, when we are practicing bhakti, that's the motivation, right? I want to remember the Lord. I want to worship the Lord. I want to love the Lord. I want to go back to the spiritual world. I want to see the Lord. This is the motivation. This is the goal. But at an advanced level, even loving a pure devotee of the Lord is also considered equal to loving God. There's no difference between pure devotee and God. Pure devotee is a representative of God.
Hanuman.
A guru, yeah, like Hanuman. So a spiritual master is a representative of Krishna. So if somebody remembers spiritual master or pure devotee, it's as good as remembering God. So all the other 8 limbs have to culminate in smaranam. Okay? That's why this process of smaranam is very important. Now, smarana and then taking shelter of the Lord, sharanagati, these are all considered to be equivalent. So in
Prabhuji, one thing, when we say that when we surrender to the lotus feet, how it is different from then meditating on the lotus feet? Both are same, Prabhuji?
Yeah, both are same. So remembering the Lord means it can be meditating on the lotus feet of the Lord, meditating on the beautiful form of the Lord, meditating on the smile of the Lord. In one of the shlokas in Mukunda Mala Stotra, Kulshekar Alvar says, Manda manda hasitana nambujam. Manda manda hasitana nambujam. O Mukunda, you have a very pleasing, such a pleasing, beautiful smile. So he glorifies, he remembers, Kulshekar Alvar remembers the beautiful smile of the Lord. In one sentence, Kulshekar Alvar remembers the feet of the Lord. In other place, Kulshekar Alvar remembers the beautiful smile of the Lord. In another shloka, he glorifies the face of the Lord. In another shloka, he glorifies the devotees of the Lord, like that. Okay, so anything belonging to the Lord, if we remember that, it is smarana. So now this process of smarana is not exclusively to human beings. It is available in other species also. It is available in animals, it's available in trees, it's available in insects, it's available in all species of life. 8.4 million species of life, this faculty of remembrance is there. So in Guruvayur, there is a story of an elephant in Guruvayur. You're all aware of that famous Guruvayurappa temple, right? So it's a Lord Krishna's temple in Guruvayur in Kerala. So in Guruvayur, there was an elephant. It's a real story actually. There was an elephant who used to come to this temple every day to take darshan of the Lord. And not just taking darshan. When the elephant stands in front of the deity of the Lord, it offers obeisances. It kneels down, the elephant kneels down. Kneels down, just like how Kulshekar Alvar says, Mukunda mūrdhnā pranipatya yāce, nāham vande tava-caran ayor. Oh Krishna, I offer my obeisances at your lotus feet. This elephant was doing exactly like that, offering obeisances by kneeling down. So he used to do that, the elephant used to do that every day. And then after a long time, when the elephant became very old, one day the elephant knew that he was going to die. So the elephant did not want to cause any disturbance in the temple premises. So what this elephant did was, elephant went to a far away place, very far from the temple, the Guruvayur, Krishna temple, and then there the elephant left the body. And how did this elephant left the body? Elephant was offering pranam to the Lord by kneeling down and bowing down the head. In that posture, the elephant left the body, remembering the Lord. It's a real story. It's a real story, and it's not, in Puranas, it's not in a different yuga. It's very recent times, probably 100, 200 years ago. So yesterday we discussed the story of Prahlad, how Prahlad, was protected by the Lord simply by remembering the Lord, smarana. And Prahlad is from Satyayuga. Somebody can say that, oh, he's an eternal devotee of the Lord. He's just an instrument in that Leela. In Satyayuga, he appeared as Prahlad to participate in that Leela, so that Narsimha avatar has to appear, and we have to hear Narsimha Katha, so that we have something to hear and something to meditate upon. Somebody can say that. It may not be practical to do that in this Kali Yuga. No. This story of elephant, it shows that not only this process of smarana is not only possible for human beings, but also for other species of life. An animal like an elephant was able to do it in Kali Yuga, in the recent times. So if it is possible for the elephant, it should be possible for us also, definitely.
So, Prabhuji, like we are fallen soul, like for us, 24/7, like remembering Lord Smarana. So, unless until our mind are all the cleansed, then only we can able to do, Prabhuji.
Yeah, right now we cannot remember the Lord 24/7. But even if we are able to remember the Lord 24 minutes a day, in a day there are 24 hours. If we are able to remember the Lord even for 24 minutes, we are progressing well. And that 24 minutes doesn't have to be in a single stretch, right? It's not like 24 minutes you remember the Lord and then rest of the day you don't remember the Lord. It's not like that. The 24 hour, if you keep a goal of remembering the Lord for 24 minutes in a day, you can remember the Lord sometime in the morning, sometime in the afternoon, sometime in the evening, sometime in the night. So during the day, throughout the day, occasionally you will remember the Lord. If we practice this, then we'll be able to remember the Lord at the time of death. So in that shloka in Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna said, okay, let me show the shloka. We discussed this last week, but let me show that again, and I will mention one very important point here. So this is a shloka from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, shloka number 5. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yaprayati samadbhavam yāti nastyatra samshayah. So, Sarita, can you read the translation?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
And whoever at the end of his life quits his body remembering me alone at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Yeah. So here, Antakala means at the time of death. Mam eva, only me. That means only Krishna. Smaran, remembering. Muktva, quitting. Kalevaram, body. Whoever remembers me only at the time of death. Now there is an okay, whoever remembers me only at the time of death, yaprayati samadbhavam, whoever does like this, samadbhavam, yaprayati, and whoever quits their body at the time of death like this, they will attain me. Of this there is no doubt. So in the entire shloka, the important word is cha. Antakale cha. In Sanskrit, cha means also. Cha means also. So now if we try to make a sentence of the first two lines of the shloka, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Whoever remembers me at the time of death also. When Krishna said, whoever remembers me at the time of death also, what does it mean?
Apart from
That
the
one.
day to day. Yes, Sarita. Just.
That one has to remember Krishna during the life also, and also at the end of his life.
Yeah, yes. So we'll be able to remember Krishna at the time of death only if we practice remembrance of Krishna during the lifetime. That's why this word cha is very important here. Cha means also. Whoever remembers me at the time of death also. So if we practice remembering something else during our lifetime, it is impossible to remember Lord at the time of death. And there were many stories in the recent times who remembered the Lord at the time of death, or who remembered the Lord throughout their life, how they perfected in Bhakti Yoga. Haridas Thakur from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Leela, Haridas Thakur was a great devotee. He was a Muslim. Haridas Thakur was a Muslim. But still, he used to chant 192 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra every single day. 192 rounds. So now you do the math, how much time it takes. One round, it takes
Unbelievable,
7 to 8
Prabhuji.
minutes.
16 also is not possible for me. I've never tried that one.
Yeah. So chanting means remembering the Lord. The type of chanting that we do is mechanical chanting. But the chanting done by pure devotees like Haridas Thakur is with attentiveness, with love and devotion, with emotions, with feelings, with bhava, with prema. That type of chanting will bring tears to eyes. That type of chanting will choke the throat.
Goosebumps కూడా వస్తాయి కదా ప్రభుజీ.
As it is mentioned in Shikshashtakam, right?
నామ్ నామకారి బహుదా కదా ప్రభుజీ.
No,
నామ్ నామ్ నామకారి బహుదా నిజ సర్వశక్తి.
no, not that one. Nayanam galadashrudaraya vadanam gadgadharudaya gira pulakairvapu
పుల్లకాయ నిచితం వపుః కదా.
kada tava nama grihane bhavishyati yugayitam nimeshena shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me Govinda virahena me shunyayitam jagat sarvam. If I don't remember the Lord, then the whole world appears to be shunyam. Govinda virahena me. Without Govinda, the whole world appears to be shunyam. So nayanam galadashrudaraya. When will my eyes shed tears? Vadanam gadgadha rudaya gira. When will my throat choke when I am chanting your name? Pulakair nichitam vapukada. Pulakair means goosebumps. When will I get goosebumps when I am chanting your name? So if you practice, remembering the Lord, remembering the leelas of the Lord, remembering different qualities of the Lord, then we'll get some feelings, emotions, and so then we'll get those goosebumps.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
in the purport they mentioned they will attain my nature is there. What is nature? Why they mentioned that word nature? In general, they tell they will reach my lotus feet like that. But they said my nature. They attain my nature. What is that significance?
Yeah, nature means spiritual nature. So there are two kinds of natures: spiritual nature and material nature. Both are two different energies of Krishna. So we are, as a spirit soul, we are spiritual nature of the Lord. And the matter, like earth, water, fire, air, ether, the dead matter, right? Like stones, rocks, all these things, that is material nature. So right now, the soul is identifying with this body, with this material body. That means we are identifying with material nature. Our consciousness is in the material level. Our consciousness is material consciousness.
Yes.
But when we practice bhakti, when we achieve perfection in bhakti, when we go to spiritual world, we will attain Krishna's nature. That is spiritual nature. We'll attain Krishna's nature. That means we may attain Krishna's, there are different types of liberation. Sarupya, Sayujya, Samipya, Sarishta. Like that, there are different types of liberations. For those who go to Vaikuntha, right? Some people, they will get a form exactly like that of Vishnu. They'll have 4 hands. They'll have, their look and feel will exactly look like Vishnu. And some people, they will live very close to Vishnu. Some people, they'll have, they'll have qualities of Vishnu, same qualities of Vishnu. So like that, those who go to spiritual world, they will attain the nature of the Lord. In general, you can simply understand the spiritual nature. Okay, we will attain spiritual body and also spiritual nature.
Okay. Thank you.
We'll also have a name, spiritual name.
Prabhuji, can you just tell all the names again, Sarupya along with that? And total, how many are there? Types?
Yeah, I think there are 5 different types of liberations. Sarupya, Samipya, Salokya, Sarishta, Sarupya, Samipya, Salokya, Sarishta. Forgetting one more. Let me.
And what does Sarishta mean?
One second. Yeah, so there is Sarupya, Sayujya. The 5th one is Sayujya. Sarupya, Salokya, Samipya, Sarishti, and Sayujya. Okay, so Salokya is living on the same planet as the Lord. Let's say somebody is a worshipper of Ramachandra. So they go to Ayodhya Loka, the planet of Ayodhya. Samipya. Samipya means they will live very close to the Lord. They will live close to the Lord means they will serve the Lord from a close proximity. Like, imagine a king, and then there are some ministers in the assembly. And then there are soldiers and other people in the kingdom, right? So the soldiers are also serving the king. By protecting the king, the soldiers are serving the king. But where are the soldiers? Soldiers are standing outside the main assembly. Or maybe they are standing at the border of the kingdom to prevent other kingdoms, from attacking. Whereas the ministers who are sitting directly in the assembly, they are serving the king from a close proximity. So that is Samipya. Then Sarupya. Rupa. Rupa means same form. They will have the similar form of the Lord. 4 arms, Chaturbhuja form. If it is in Vaikuntha, Chaturbhuja form. If it is in Goloka or Ayodhya Loka, 2 arms, 2 hands. Then Sarishti. Sarishti is having the same opulence as the Lord. Same opulence as the Lord. Same amount of wealth, same amount of richness, basically. Then finally Sayujya. Sayujya is, this is what the Mayavadis practice. The Mayavadis who believe in the impersonal worship of the Lord. There are three aspects of God realization, right? Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So Mayavadis are impersonalists. They believe that after practicing spirituality, at the end of life, they go and merge with the Brahman. Brahman is an effulgence coming from Krishna. If you consider sun and the sunlight coming from sun, so if sun is Krishna, the sunlight emanating from sun is Brahman. So the Mayavadis are impersonalists. They believe that they go and merge and become one with the Lord. That is Sayujya. Okay. Why did we discuss this? What was the context?
Nature.
Nature, correct. Yeah, nature. Yeah. So whoever remembers the Lord, they attain his nature. Okay. Now, we talked about that story of elephant, right? In Guruvayur, and in Gajendra Moksham story also, we know how elephant, by remembering some prayers, some shlokas from previous lifetime, he was able to get the mercy of the Lord. So initially, the elephant, Gajendra, Gaja plus Indra, the king of elephants, the very powerful elephant, having lot of strength, but still, this king of elephants, Gajendra, could not protect himself because a crocodile caught the leg of Gajendra in the water. When the elephant was in the water, when the elephant was playing some sports in the water, that is when the elephant caught the leg of the elephant. The crocodile caught the leg of Gajendra. Now, crocodile has the home ground advantage. Crocodile is in the water, that's her home. So crocodile has the home ground advantage. It has a full strength. Whereas elephant is powerful on the ground, but not in the water. So because of that disadvantage, even though he is Gajendra, Gaja plus Indra, a king of elephants, very powerful king, very powerful elephant having lot of strength, could not protect himself, and that fighting continued for thousand years. Gajendra tried to protect himself by fighting against a crocodile for 1,000 years. And finally, Gajendra remembered Smarana. Gajendra remembered some prayers, some shlokas from previous lifetime. In the previous lifetime, this elephant, Gajendra, was Indradyumna Maharaj, a great devotee of the Lord. So because of some curse, that Indradyumna Maharaj became an elephant in the next life. But because that memory was there, he was able to recite those prayers, and then Vishnu came immediately. So this is the power of Smarana. This is the power of Smarana. So Kulshekara Alvar, in all these shlokas, 3, 4, 5, 6, he emphasizes 2 points. One is Smarana, and then the lotus feet of the Lord. Now, speaking about the lotus feet of the Lord, we are all aspiring to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, and Kulshekara Alvar is also praying in Mukunda Mala Stotra that may I always take shelter of your lotus feet, O Mukunda. Now here is an interesting story where the Lord himself gave his lotus feet to Kaliya. Do you all know the story of Kaliya Mardana?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kaliya Mardana, right? You all know. You may not know the details, but at least you know the high level, right? When Krishna was caught up by this. Huh?
The dancing on Kaliya, last we was telling.
Dancing on Kaliya hoods.
Yes.
Kaliya had 1,000 hoods. 1,000 hoods serpent, very powerful venomous serpent, and basically demon, right? Kaliya is a demon, just like Agabaka Shaka. Different demons are there: Putana and Agabaka Shaka, Agasura, Bakasura, Shakatasura, Trinavarta. Like all these demons, Kaliya is also a demon trying to kill Krishna. And when Kaliya was in Yamuna, Krishna was there in the Yamuna water. Kaliya coiled around Krishna's body. And everybody thought Krishna has given up his life. Kaliya has taken Krishna's life. And all the Vrajavasis came to the site and they started crying. And then all of a sudden, Krishna got up from the clutches of Kaliya, jumped on the hoods of Kaliya and started dancing. So what does it mean when Krishna is dancing on the hoods of Kaliya?
He has given his, Krishna has given his feet to Kaliya.
So without even asking, Krishna has given his lotus feet to Kaliya. Now we are all aspiring for lotus feet of Krishna. Whereas here, Krishna has given the touch of his lotus feet to Kaliya. Now somebody may ask, how is it possible? Not somebody may ask. The wives of Kaliya have asked actually. The wives of Kaliya have asked. Nagapatnis, they are called Nagapatnis. Naga is the serpent, Patni is wife. The wives of the serpent Kaliya. They asked Krishna, when Krishna was dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, and then in the end Krishna has forgiven what Kaliya has done, because he was, before Krishna got into Yamuna water, Kaliya was killing all the cows and trying to pollute Yamuna water with poison, trying to kill the Gopa boys, cows, calves, everything, right? So finally Krishna danced on the hoods of Kaliya and he subdued. He did not kill. Krishna did not kill Kaliya. Other demons Krishna killed. But Kaliya, we say Krishna subdued Kaliya. Subdued means he reduced, he crushed the pride of Kaliya. He crushed the pride, ego, false ego of Kaliya. So Nagapatnis asked, "O Krishna, what what fortune that Kaliya has that you have given your lotus feet to Kaliya? Simply by dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, you have given your lotus feet to Kaliya. What fortune does Kaliya have that we don't have?" Then an Acharya explains why Krishna has given his feet, his lotus feet to Kaliya. Because Krishna was in the beginning stage of those were the beginning days of seeing Radharani, falling in love with Radharani. It's called Purva Raga. Purva Raga means initial love. And those of you who fell in love in college days, or those of you who fell in love with your husbands, you all know how the initial love looks like, how it feels. It's very precious. So Krishna, now what happened when the news of Kaliya entangling Krishna's body spread all over, it reached Vrindavan, it reached Barsana, everywhere. And people from all over, from different villages, they came to Yamuna River. And Krishna waited, under the water, in the clutches of Kaliya, until everybody from Vrindavan, until everybody from Barsana, including Radharani, came to the site. Only when everybody was there, when there was full attendance, then Krishna got up instantly and then started dancing. And he was relishing seeing Radharani. So because Kaliya helped him, because Kaliya helped Krishna bring Radharani there, because meeting with Radharani, seeing Radharani, there were some obstacles. Okay? Because Radharani was married and then that husband died, but the mother-in-law, she would put a lot of restrictions, keeping Radharani at home only, not letting her go out. So there were some challenges for Krishna to see Radharani, to meet with her. All those things were there. And then during this initial stage of Purva Raga, when Krishna was developing love for Radharani, that is when two incidents, like Govardhan Leela and Kaliya Mardhan Leela, happened. That's why Krishna has forgiven Kaliya, even though Kaliya has done so many mistakes. But Krishna has forgiven Kaliya and gave the fortune of his lotus feet, the touch of his lotus feet to Kaliya. Only because he helped being Radharani.
Radharani got married when Krishna was in Vrindavan itself, said Prabhuji. I thought after Krishna left, she got married.
After Krishna left from Vrindavan? No.
Before itself. Okay.
Yeah, before only. I mean, at a very young age. It was like a Balya Vivaha. Yeah, very young age, Balya Vivaha.
She was not staying with her parents, she was staying with the mother-in-law.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Jatila, Kutila. Yeah.
One quick question. Two questions actually. Whenever we are seeing the Leela of a Krishna, so it's how we have to see the Leela. We have to form some analogy with our practical thing, or like how, because it's like we will see like a story like already happened. Instead of that, like to make it more to observe the Leela, how we have to take that Leela, Prabhuji? Like now you're just explaining us just like that. So each point would signifies to something, like dancing has done, so Krishna has done. So whenever we are seeing or reading the Leela, how to observe that Leela, Prabhuji, in the correct way, analogy or like a psychologically, like how to take it? I never, like sometimes I understand, like Rind Prabhu came, then at that time.
Yeah.
How it contrasts with the analogy. In that way, can you please tell us, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So we have to understand the tattva of Krishna in that leela. Okay, in different leelas, Krishna exhibits different tattva. Okay, so each leela is teaching us a different lesson. For example, this Kaliya Mardhan leela, Krishna is crushing the pride and false ego of Kaliya. Why Kaliya was polluting Yamuna? Why Kaliya was trying to kill the inhabitants of Yamuna? And when Krishna entered Yamuna river to protect the calves and cows and Gopa boys, why Kaliya was trying to kill Krishna? Because Kaliya's mood was that this is my place. Yamuna river is my place. This is my abode, my kingdom, my property. That's why whoever tries to enter into my property, into my horizon, I'm not going to let them enter here.
It's like the current day politicians. Prabhuji.
Yeah, like politicians. So whoever is sitting on the seat, they will not let anyone else to come and sit on that seat. So Krishna crushed the pride of Kaliya, subdued the pride of Kaliya. So now in the material world also, we are also like Kaliya. We have, just like how Kaliya has 1,000 hoods, we also have 1,000 hoods. And all the hoods always emitting venomous poison in the form of anger. When Kaliya was when Krishna was dancing on the hoods of Kaliya, and this dance of Krishna on the hoods of Kaliya was so glorious, so magnanimous, so beautiful. He was dancing on different hoods of Kaliya, and then every time Krishna steps on one hood, Kaliya tries to catch Krishna with another hood, emitting a lot of poison and fire. The eyes of Kaliya eyes of each hood were very red, and each hood was emitting large amount of poison that looked like a fire. Yamuna is black. It was at night time, and then Kaliya is also black. So the red eyes of Kaliya and the poison, the venomous poison that was emitting from the mouths of Kaliya looked like fire. So in the material world also, we are emitting poison in the form of anger. In the form of anger and all other anarthas. Primarily anger, because anger is compared to poison. But we have all other anarthas. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mada, Moha, Matsarya. Krodha is anger, one of the 6 anarthas. But Krodha is the anartha which is directly, compared to the poison of Kaliya. But we have all other anarthas. Just like how Krishna subdued Kaliya, Krishna will subdue our anger. Krishna will subdue our false ego. Krishna will remove all our anarthas.
Prabhuji, I want to add one thing. It's just a subtle thing, like Nataraja, right? Lord Nataraja, dancing posture.
Yeah.
So in this temple in Chidambaram, there will be dancing Nataraja and then Kali, dancing Kali also. Mahakali. in between we have Mahavishnu in Anantasayana posture. So it is said that he is the judge actually. Who is dancing well, whether Lord Nataraja or Parvati in form of Kali. So why Mahavishnu is judge means like there is simply say like this, like in the Acharya say like this, because at least Nataraja is standing and dancing, but for Krishna the stage itself is dancing, and he was like dancing on top of the snake, right? So he is the best dancer, so he is the judge there. So that is what.
Yeah. So this pastime of Kaliya Mardana Leela is so glorious. So it's so glorious. So we have to listen to this Kaliya Mardana Leela from a Harikatha artist, who can sing this in a beautiful Carnatic musical style, and then especially somebody who can explain the dancing steps of Kaliya using Kaliya Mardana Tillana. That part will be so relishing.
I heard Biba video, Prabhuji.
Yeah,
Very beautiful.
Biba sang. Yeah, she sang.
So such a tongue twister.
Yeah. So Bhumika is asking, Kaliya's previous life was of a sage. Will used to be angry and envious, right? No, I didn't understand your question. So Bhumika, are you asking, was Kaliya's life
So
of a sage?
his previous life, he was a sage, right? The who used to be very angry and envious, and that's why he got the Kaliya body. You were
Yes.
talking about how, we are also angry and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
We are like Kaliya. So I was just remembering that Kaliya in the previous life was like this, and that's why he became Kaliya.
Yeah, correct. And we should take a lesson from that also. If we continue to be angry at people, if we continue to be a bad person, we might be born as a snake, especially anger, because anger is considered, because when we are angry, what do? We open our mouth and spit out all the poison to the other person. So that is compared to a snake spitting out poison. That's why this anger is the main root cause of all the other anarthas. Anger is the root cause of all the other problems. So we have to keep this in control. Otherwise, we might be born as a snake. So let's look at this shloka and discuss some words from it. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So this week, today is Wednesday, Thursday, by Friday, we'll finish discussion on these 4 shlokas. So by end of Friday, we can say that we have completed 6 shlokas from Mukunda Mala Stotra. So Mukunda mūrdhnā pranipatya yāce bhavantam ekāntam iyantam artham avismr tvac-caran āravinde bhave mestu bhavat-prasādāt. So we already discussed this. That's why I'll simply ask some questions so that I'll see if people remembered what we discussed in the previous classes. So pranipatya means what? The word pranipatya means what?
Bow down. Yeah,
Okay.
go down like a stick, you told, like pranipatya yāce.
Yeah.
As low as possible, go down.
You said as slow as possible?
Yeah.
No, as fast as possible.
Okay, very
Yeah. Dandavat, they say dandavat pranam, right? Danda means stick.
okay.
Now imagine a long stick. If you are holding the stick, it will stand. If you just leave your hand and let the stick fall, how it will fall? It will not fall in a slow motion, right?
Yeah, very good.
It will fall instantly like this. So dandavat means, vat means like. Dandavat means like a stick. We have to fall at the feet of a spiritual master. We have to fall at the feet of the Lord like a stick. I mean, don't break your legs, okay? So, not too slow, not too fast. Slow and steady. Yeah. Okay, pranipatya. What does mūrdhnā means?
Head.
Head. Yeah, mūrdhnā is head. Yeah. Mukunda is Mukunda. Mūrdhnā is head. Pranipatya, by falling. Nipat means fall. Pranipat means pravishta rupena nipat. Okay, that means with uh, with love and devotion. Offering obeisances, offering pranam with love and devotion. It's not just mechanical. Even in a political party also, the volunteers of a political party, they will also fall at the feet of the political person, the politician, the leader. But there's no love and devotion. There is an expectation that the leader will do something to the volunteer. They'll give him some money or some position, like that. But here there is no expectation. Only love and devotion. Pranipatya. Pravishta rupena nipat. Yāce. Yāce means to ask, to beg. Bhavantam. Bhavantam means you. Okay, in Sanskrit, bhavantam means, oh Krishna, I am asking you. I am begging you. Okay. Ekāntam. Now this is an important word here. Ekāntam. What's the meaning of the word ekāntam?
Exclusively.
Exclusiveness. Okay.
Only one.
This
Ek,
one.
ek.
Yeah. Only one. Yeah. Eka means only one.
Solitary.
Solitary. Very good. This is the word I was looking for. Solitary means, that means it's a private meeting. Okay. So we can say ekāntam only when you are there alone, all by yourself. Ekāntam. Or when you are meeting with somebody and there's nobody else around. That is also called ekāntam. So here Kulshekar Alvar is using this word ekāntam to indicate that, oh Mukunda, I know no one else other than you. I only want to remember you. I only have you in my heart. Ekāntam, ekānta bhakti. In the in the book called Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami explains how to practice bhakti. What are the different stages of bhakti? How to practice bhakti, all those things. So there Rupa Goswami explains ekānta bhakti. Ekānta bhakti is similar to Ananya bhakti that Krishna talks about in Bhagavad Gita. Ananyas chintayanto mam ejana paryupasate Tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Ananya Bhakti, ekānta Bhakti, these are all same. Okay, ekāntam, iyantam, artham. Artham means desire. I only have this one desire. What is this one desire? Avismr, non-forgetfulness of your lotus feet. Bhave, lifetime after lifetime. And that is possible only by your mercy, bhavat-prasādāt. Okay, next. Nāham vande tava charanayor advandva-hetoh kumbhipākam gurumapi hare narakam napanetum ramya rama mridutanulata nandanenapirantum bhave hridaya bhavane bhavayeyam bhavantam. So here bhave hridaya bhavane bhavayeyam bhavantam is very similar to bhave mestu bhavat-prasādāt. Lifetime after life, may I always remember you. Same thing. Bhave hridaya bhavane bhavayeyam bhavantam. In the temple of my heart, in the building of my heart, hridaya bhavana, may I always remember you. And I'm not asking remembrance of your lotus feet to get rid of the dvandva, the dualities in this material world. I'm not asking you to get rid of the severe punishment of Kumbhipākam in the Narakaloka. I'm not asking to give me a life in heavenly planets so that I can enjoy with the apsaras there. That's not my goal. Okay. Next one. 5th shloka. Nasta dharme navasu nichaye naiva kamopabhoge yad bhavyam tad bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam etat prarthyam mama bahumatam janma janmantarepi tvatpadamboruhayugagata niścalā bhaktirastu. So here another word is used, niścalā bhakti, ekānta bhakti, niścalā bhakti, ananya bhakti, these are all same. Niścalā means what? Not moving, stable, steady, unshaken, unshakable, like a rock. Okay, so Srividya, what is the
Yes,
word?
Lord.
What is another word similar to this?
Niścalā. Any clue, Prabhuji?
I explained you the meaning of niścalā, right? Niścalā
Yeah.
means, the word is very easy to understand. Niścalā, that non-moving, unshakable.
Achanchala.
Okay, achanchala. Yes, very good.
Yeah.
Another word.
Not able to think, Prabhuji.
From Narayaniyam. There is a word in Narayaniyam. We all know that word. All of us know that word.
Let me think. That's
Sandra.
Here.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Andhra.
That means dense, right, Prabhuji? Dense.
Yeah, dense. Sandra means dense. So dense means Sandrananda Bhakti, right? That's what is the line in Narayaniyam, right?
Yeah, Prabhuji. Yeah. I was just thinking of the one word, Sandra.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dense cloud.
Sandrananda Bhakti. Sandrananda Bhakti means the happiness that we derive from Bhakti is very dense. That means it's like a metal. Okay, Sandra is dense, right? Like that means it's like a metal. A hard metal like iron, gold, or any metal, no matter how hard you break it, you break with a hammer or any other tool, it doesn't break easily.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
So like that, the niścalā bhakti, achanchala bhakti, sandrananda bhakti, it's very dense. It's very dense. Nothing can shake. Okay, so that is niścalā bhakti. Let me go back to the verse here again. Okay, niścalā bhakti rastu. May I always have unflinching devotional service unto your lotus feet. Okay, actually, let's read this translation. So 3 and 4 we already discussed the translation and everything, but 5th and 6th we haven't read the translation or discussed the word for word meaning. Okay, somebody can read the translation. Maybe Neela, can you read the translation?
Sure, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhanas Pranam. O my Lord, I have no attachment for religiosity or for accumulating wealth or for enjoying sense gratification. Let these come as they inevitably must in accordance with my past deeds. Hare Krishna.
No, read this also.
But I do pray for this most cherished boon, birth after birth. Let me render unflinching devotional service unto your 2 lotus feet. Hare Krishna.
So here Kulshekhara Alvar is saying, Na asta. Asta means desire. Na asta. I have no desire. I have no attachment for dharma. I have no attachment for vasu nichaya. Vasu nichaya means like material objects. Vasu, vastu. Vastu means object, right? So vasu, vastu, both are same. I don't have any desire for accumulating wealth. I don't have any attachment for religiosity. Naiva kamopa bhoge. No enjoyment, no desire for sense gratification. So here Kulshekhara Alvar is saying, if you look at the first word, right, nasta dharme. Dharma is religion. When Kulshekhara Alvar is saying no attachment for religiosity, does that mean he's practicing irreligion? He's practicing adharma? Our goal should be to practice dharma, right?
No attachment to karma kanda.
Maybe rituals? Rituals?
No,
Le-
he's talking.
Maybe this karma should come along with my life, but like that meaning, no, Prabhuji?
Yeah. So, yeah, you can understand it as karma kanda rituals. Not just karma kanda rituals, but you are all aware of the 4 purusharthas, right? Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Okay. Moksha is not exactly karma kanda, but the other ones like artha. Artha means wealth. Kama is desire. I want name and fame, prestige. I want to look handsome. I want to look beautiful. These are all different desires. Kama. So dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So artha and kama, they can be related to the karma kanda rituals. If you perform some ritual, you will get some benefit. To look handsome or to look beautiful, you do some ritual. prescribed in the Vedas. To get some wealth, you perform some ritual. To get a son or daughter, you perform some ritual. So the artha and kama can be related to karmakanda rituals, but not moksha. Okay, which is the fourth purushartha. Because by performing any karmakanda ritual, you cannot attain moksha. Moksha has to be attained only by following some yogic process. Either you process karma yoga, especially nishkama karma yoga, no karmakanda there, but only nishkama karma yoga, or you practice ashtanga yoga, you practice jnana yoga, then you get moksha. Bhakti yoga also gives moksha, but bhakti yoga gives more than moksha. Bhakti yoga gives prema of the Lord. Okay, so Kulshekar Alvar is saying, I am not interested in these four purusharthas, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. I am not even interested in liberation. Liberation means getting free from this cycle of birth and death. So Kulshekar Alvar is not even asking for that. He's saying, if at all, according to my karma, if at all I have to take birth in hellish planets or heavenly planets, I'm fine with that. But lifetime after lifetime, give me the remembrance of your lotus feet. And speaking about this dharma, right, even in Bhagavad Gita, last chapter, 18.65, when Krishna gives his ultimate instruction to Arjuna, the final concluding instruction, Charama Shloka, Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. What did Krishna say? Sarva Dharman. All different types of religion, all different types of dharma. Parityajya. Abandon. Abandon all varieties of religion. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Just surrender unto me. So when Krishna said abandon all varieties of religion means abandon karma kanda, karma yoga, nishkama karma yoga, ashtanga yoga, jnana yoga, any other yoga, any other rules and regulations of bhakti yoga also. Varnashrama dharma. We talked about 4 different varnas, right? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. These are all dharmas, different dharmas, varnashrama dharmas. Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi. These are all different dharmas. Krishna is asking to abandon all these different dharmas and just surrender to Krishna. And that is what Kulshekar Alvar is praying here. That I am not attached to any dharma. Nasta dharme navasu nichaye naiva kamopabhoge yad bhavyam tad bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam. Purva karmanurupam. Whatever happens according to my previous karma. Karma from previous lifetimes. Whatever has to happen will happen. If something good has to happen or if something bad has to happen, according to my previous karma, let it happen. And I'm not worried about those. Happiness and distress, good and bad, victory or defeat. I'm not worried about those. Because whatever has to happen will happen automatically according to previous karma. Krishna also tells in Bhagavad Gita, Yadrucha labha santushto dvandva tito vimatsaraha. Yadrushta labha santushto dvandva tito vimatsaraha. all the comforts and discomforts in this life will happen automatically. You know, in Telugu also we use this word, right? Yadruchikam. Yadruchikam means what? It's a Sanskrit word also.
Coincident.
Coincidental. Yeah, coincidentally. That means without putting much effort, without proper planning, without prior planning. If you don't plan anything, but if something happens, it's a coincidence. Yadruchikam. That means anything that happens in life, it is not because of our planning. It's only because of our purva karma. Purva karmanurupam. Kulshekar Alvar is saying here. Yad bhavyam tad bhavatu bhagavan purva karmanurupam. Ye tat prarthyam mama bahumatam janma janmantarepi. Tvac-caran niścalā bhaktirastu. Pada amboruha. Amboruha means lotus. Lotus. Pada amboruha means lotus feet.
Prabhuji, one quick question. Like you're saying, like we should not. Everything is like happened, means like already done.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, done means like we should not even think about anything, right, Prabhuji? If if my sentence is correct, I don't know. Means like not to think about anything, what is going to happen or not happen. Like how we have to take, Prabhuji, like already this has happened. Only thing is that how we are going to perform it, that is very important, right, Prabhuji? That is only karma.
Yeah, so the lesson from that shloka when Krishna said Yadrucha Labha Santushto Dvandva-hetoh Vimatsaraha, when Krishna says everything in life will happen automatically, it doesn't mean we should just sit idle and not do anything, right? Oh, Krishna himself is saying everything will happen automatically. If I have to get 1 million, it will come automatically. I just have to wait and see. That's all. We cannot do like that, right? We have to do our work. We have to give our 100%. We have to work hard. We have to give our 100%. But even after working hard, even after giving our 100%, there is no guarantee we will get what we were trying to get. That is the instruction Krishna said in that shloka. You may get something else. According to the karma, you may get something else and don't be disappointed. Dvandva-hetoh vimatsaraha.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, don't be disappointed.
Okay, Prabhuji, but it's very dvandvam kind of stuff. Like it's very, very hard to understand where to go, where not to go, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Like sometimes.
It's not easy, but we have to go there.
Okay.
One thing is clear, Prabhuji. Earlier, bhakti means I used to think like, go pray to God, I want this. But that is gone. That at least that perspective is gone, Prabhuji. Bhakti, definitely, yeah. We have a big list and then pray. Okay, Prabhu, please.
No, that is
When-
gone. Obviously, that is
Yeah.
gone. Only thing is, day to day, also we have to do so many kind of. We sometimes only Krishna has to be priority, cannot be done, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like
That level we have not reached. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, all of us who are practicing bhakti, we should consider ourselves very fortunate because getting access to bhakti, getting access to practice bhakti is not so easy. It's durlabham. First of all, getting human life itself is very, very difficult. So Adi Shankaracharya, who wrote a beautiful scripture called Viveka Chudamani. Has anyone heard of this? Viveka Chudamani?
I heard, Prabhuji, I heard it's very complex book, like very hard to read. That's the only
Yeah.
thing I know.
Yeah. So in Viveka Chudamani, Adi Shankaracharya tells in one shloka, Durlabam trayam evaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshatvam mahapurusha samashrayah. Okay, I repeat this shloka again. Durlabam trayam evaitat devanugraha hetukam manushyatvam mumukshatvam mahapurusha samashrayah. So in simple words, Adi Shankaracharya says there are three things that are very difficult to attain. Durlabam. Durlabam trayam. Durlabam means very difficult to attain. Labam. Labam means labate. Labate means to attain. Durlabam means unable to attain, very difficult to attain. Trayam means three. Durlabam trayam. There are three things that are very difficult to attain. What are those three things? First one is manushyatvam. Human birth. Next one is mumukshatvam. Mumukshatvam means a strong desire for liberation. Mukti. Strong desire for mukti, liberation. Like a burning desire. Somebody should have a burning desire for liberation. To get rid of this miserable life in the material world. To get rid of this repeated cycle of birth and death. Punarapi jananam, punarapi mananam, maranam. Okay, mumukshatvam. And the third one is mahapurusha samashrayah. Mahapurusha means saintly person. A guru, saintly person. Samashrayah means association. Samashrayah can be understood in two ways. One is association. Another meaning is shelter. Taking the shelter of the lotus feet of Guru, or taking shelter of lotus feet of the Lord also. So that is bhakti. Mumukshatvam is liberation. We are not practicing this bhakti for liberation. That is, there are other people who are practicing different yogas for getting liberation. Okay, like Ashtanga yoga or Jnana yoga. But we are practicing bhakti yoga. Mahapurusha samashraya. That is our goal. And finally, Adi Shankaracharya says, even though these three things are very difficult to attain, durlabam, manushyatvam, mumukshatvam, mahapurusha samashraya, durlabam, durlabatrayam. But these three things will be possible by devanugraha hetukam. Devanugraha hetukam. Only by the mercy of the Lord. Only by the mercy of the Lord. So since we have already gotten this human birth, out of the three, we already received one human birth, which is very rare. Now better to utilize this in getting Mahapurusha Samashraya, association of saintly people, taking shelter of saintly people, Sharanagati of the Lord. So, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I think we'll pause here. So tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, we will discuss the remaining part of these two shlokas, 5th and 6th. With that, this theme will be completed from Mukunda-Mālā Stotra, where Kulshekara Alvar is earnestly praying for remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Okay, this theme will be completed. Okay. Okay. Mangalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam. Mukunda-Mālā Stotra ki jai.
Ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai.
Ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
See you all tomorrow.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.